If you've been watching my channel, you may know that this is the Karl Longbottom Fulvia. And we're going to talk to Karl first. I just have a couple of questions for you regarding building guitars. Can you tell me a little bit about your history and how you got into making guitars?
Making guitars it were an itch to scratch. I just, being a joiner, woodworker, it would just start playing guitar and you think, what if I could I make my own? And this is all pre-YouTube, I was sort of 2004-ish. And I stumbled across a book which was How to Build Your Own Electric Guitar by Melvin Hiscox. It might have been Build Your Own Guitar, Build an Electric Guitar, I can't remember the full title. And that just filled the gaps in what I didn't know. Things like truss rods. Okay, truss rod's basically a bent steel rod, what straightens itself when you put tension on it. Them little bits, and then I thought, yeah, where can I buy things? Because again, I ended up sending off for a catalogue what I had to pay for, what had parts and materials in it. Because there was, all pre-internet. So I had to pay to buy things. And then when you find out where to buy fret wire from, etc., then it's okay, then you're rolling. So it was just, once I got that, I was away, and then it would just make another.
You have some original models. You also make like a stretch style and telly style model, but you also do them hollow without like an F hole in it. How did you come up with that idea?
Again, I'll do something a bit different. Everybody's making S and T types of guitar, and there's loads of really good ones out there. And then I was going around my head of how I can make it hollow. And the ones I made for Dan and Mick off that pedal show, they have a centre block in them, but are hollow the same. But they wasn't just what I had in my head. I had in my head how I'm doing them now, whereas hollows are possibly can be. And I had ideas at one time to have two halves, hollow both halves out and join them, but I ended up hollowing it out from the top and putting the top up and bending the forearm contour. And that's just it. We'll just give it a go, see if it'll work. Well, it did. So, but you give things an educate. Everything's not. It's not taking wild guesses. It's not like I'm going to make myself a TV. Will it work? Well, answer would be no. But I'm making something what I can virtually guarantee is going to work. And it's just a small refinement of, like I said, when I made the ones for Dan and Mick, I had in my head the sound they are now, not them. The centre block ones are very much a solid body sound, really. Only a slight deviation from that.
How do you design your own guitars, like your own models, like the Volvia that I have? What's your design process?
It doesn't involve any sort of computers whatsoever. I'll go and draw around on a piece of thin plywood MDF as a starting point, and I'll just draw around a few templates. I'll have an idea. I'll think, like with the Fulvia, I want an offset, so I generally start with nut to the waist, that set measurement. As a Fender style guitar, that always works. It sits on your lap properly. I had an SG years ago, it sat over there too much. I have a guitar I made years ago what's downstairs, and it's too small, it sits in too much. I find Fender style guitars sit perfectly. So I always match the same measurement from the nut to the waist as my starting point. And I think I want offsets. I think, right, it roughly wants to be this. I'll just freehand it, and then I'll get my old templates out and take bits off other guitar templates, and then I'll just get French curves out and just smooth them in and stand back and look at it a few times. Go, nah, that horn's a bit too thick. It's alter the shape, backwards, forwards. It's as simplistic as that.
What distinguishes a good guitar from a bad guitar? What makes a good guitar?
Good woods, well put together. You can get a cheap guitar and change the pickups in it, and it will improve vastly. Will it ever be a great guitar? No. It's got to start from good resonant woods. And like I say, you can improve a guitar with good pickups, upgrading hardware, but if it's wood's more resemblant to a sponge, it will never ring that well, will it? And like everything in life, and especially with guitars, it's a law of diminishing returns. So you get them small improvements, and it's back to learning guitar.
What's next for you? Do you have any plans you can share?
Plans, I am presently on with a bass. So somebody put the bass idea in my head. So, and I mean, these are bass there. It's my son's actually. But I don't play bass. I pick that up occasionally and make a noise in it, but I don't play bass whatsoever. Someone said, you need to start making basses. And I says, I don't play bass, blah, blah, blah. Went on. A week later, it was still going around my head. So I've drawn around that jazz bass and a Fulvia and merged the two. So that's
brilliant. Awesome. So the Fulvia, I've been using it a lot lately because it's a magnificent guitar. It's a bit dirty and it already has some finish cracks because it's a nitro finish. I just love the tangerine, the racing stripe. It's a Carina body with a flamed maple neck. Beautiful flame on the back of the neck. And rosewood fretboard. Top-notch electronics hardware. Callahan bridge. And Sunbird pickups, which are Firebird pickups. To me, this guitar, it feels like a Strat Plus. Like it plays like a Strat, but it has more output and it just roars. Sound-wise, I would say this is in between a Tele and a Les Paul with the feel of a Strat. It's a guitar I never played before. He really made something special with this. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some sounds and then we're gonna end the video, and at the end of the video you can just order one because it's really good.